This, I love this kind of view in the control center. So on one screen, you're seeing what the crew is seeing up there, and you're seeing the Earth in the background and the Cygnus. And here's Koichi on the right, Mike Hopkins on the left. Down below, I'm sure, is Rick Mastracchio. Here's Koichi. He's probably looking, okay, this is what I see here, this is what I see on this screen, trying to make sure that they correspond.
Houston Station 2 at the flight range of 42. The aft white tracking light is within the approach crew aboard corridor on both monitors, and the vehicle size matches the outline on both monitors. And looking at the P1 lower outboard camera 09er, the aft tracking light position is in the circle, the strobe tracker. And the strobe tracker shows about quarter width to the port. And that's on the P1 lower outboard. And the situation is the same on the camera 7, P1 lower inboard, except that the strobe tracker position is a little bit to the port, less than quarter of the width.
Cygnus is currently at 30 meters and holding away from the International Space Station. As you can see here, the distance not very far between the arm and Cygnus. What's happening now in mission control is that the flight director, Brian Smith, here is doing a go-no-go poll for departure from 30 meters. Inside the cupola right now is Koichi Wakata, and Rick Mastracchio is currently inside there taking some video of Cygnus.
So we've mostly seen Mike Hopkins and Koichi Wakata because they are the pair, the robotic arm pair and the Cygnus pair that are going to actually capture the Cygnus. But Rick is their backup, and he's down below or fitting in when he can. And he's the person in charge of kind of looking at the big picture. While these two are so focused, is there anything that they're missing, anything that they're not seeing? And so that's Rick's job. It is also just to do some of the photography and capture these images, which are just simply tremendous.
That's the bottom half of Block 6 in the approach and retreat monitoring.
We're trying to stay with.
Okay, Ricky, copy that. Go for step 3 of procedure 1.110.
So they just gave them the go for the setup for capture. And this means that the crew is going to go over all the things that they, wanted to make sure the robotic arm, the cameras are pointing at the right place, and that they're also just reviewing their what if this happens, cue cards, making sure that they're both on the same page. I like this view here where you actually see now what used to be just a little dot is now looking like a real supply ship. It's barrel-shaped with the solar array wings. And then that grapple pin is right on the very front, on the very top there. You can see in the bottom right-hand corner the numbers. It says 30 there, and that is 30 meters away, about 100 feet away. And they're so close that the crew can look out the window and know, that the Cygnus is in a reasonable place. And that's why they've put away the radar gun, because we don't need that confirmation of the mathematics and of all the systems.
The team here confirming that Cygnus has initiated its final approach, so this is where it'll move from 30 meters up to 10 meters, and that'll be the final hold point, the capture point.
So Josh, looking at the graphic here, we can see the Cygnus coming into place. So it's come in from 30 meters, and it's on its way to 15 or to 10 meters. Okay, so 30 feet, and so you see it slowly inching closer, 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 and I'm looking at the view on the bottom left there, where you're seeing over the mouth of the end effector. You're looking at the camera view, and you see the gold sort of blob there on the bottom.
Yeah.
That is the actual grapple pin, which is about a foot or so long. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah,
I mean, the grapple fixture is about as big as, like, if you chopped me in half, that's how big the grapple fixture is. But right on top of it, the black line, that is the target that the camera is looking at. And you can see that it's gradually approaching the middle of the screen. If you look in the upper left, you're going to see the Cygnus is now looking at, like, it's right at the level of the robotic arm. And you see that same picture in some different views. These are graphics that are simulating what we are sure that the cameras are seeing on board. Now, unfortunately, we are not going to see the actual video right when they capture because we don't have that satellite in play.
Yeah.
But we'll see a replay, right?
Well, hopefully, if the crew sends us some video. Yeah, that's we hate to be the bearers of bad news, but that is always how things work out. Sometimes we don't have video coverage. So if we don't, at the point that they do it, then we'll show you this view here, and we'll be able to confirm that it happens. But of course, we always like to see things, and sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Half a meter away.
So just 10, 20 seconds away from capture. So they're over the pin. The canister is on top of the grapple fixture, waiting for to lasso those snares.
We're just standing by for a capture confirmation coming up here shortly. And at 5:08 a.m. Central Time, that is capture confirmed of Cygnus and the Orbital 1 flights. The Expedition 38 crew has successfully captured this cargo vehicle. Of course, great news for the Orbital Sciences team up in Dulles, Virginia. Their vehicle has been successfully captured by the crew on board the International Space Station on this first official flight for this company providing cargo to the ISS.